Well, finally made it up here on an overnighter, and going to spend the night in the primitive shelter that I built. And right now I'm waiting for the coals to burn down. I'm going to do some caveman steak for dinner and some Mickeys. You're probably wondering what Mickeys are. You're going to have to wait and find out. So I'll go ahead and let this burn for a while and let it burn down, and we'll go ahead and get dinner going. Stay tuned. Well, you're probably wondering what I've been leaning back against here. And no, I didn't sneak a lounge chair out here on this. I built that is a Native American style backrest. I shot an episode on how to make that, so you can catch that episode upcoming. So stay tuned for that one. All right, Mickeys are potatoes, and the name was coined, spin this around here, the name was coined, or the term, during the early 30s, during the Great Depression. And tongs are burning up here. People in Brooklyn came up with the name, and food was fairly scarce, but people grew a lot of potatoes, so they would build fires, and when it burned down to ash, they would throw the potatoes in the fire. It takes about an hour or so. They're done. They get black on the outside. You can't eat the skin, but the inside's just like a baked potato. And they called them Mickeys. Not sure exactly why, but that was a term they came up with. So I've got 2 russets, 2 sweet potatoes. So that fire's hot. I'm just gonna toss these down in the coals here. Rake coals over the top. These are gonna take a while. We'll pull them out of there later. Now it is 5 o'clock according to Ratnik time, Russian military Navy watch. So we'll go ahead and we're going to let those cook. I'm not going to put the steak on yet because we're going to let those cook, and then as soon as I can stab them with a knife blade and they're soft, we'll pull them out, stick them off to the side, and while they're cooling I'll put the steak on there. Steak will only take about 15-20 minutes. So, and meanwhile I'm going to keep a small fire going here on the side. It's going to be dark here pretty soon, so I'll be eating dinner in the dark. It'll be after 6 before I'll be eating here. So we'll just keep a fire going right on top of those Mickeys. I like sweet potatoes. The orange coloration is the same coloration of carrots. It's beta carotene. very, very healthy and nutritious. Looks like these guys keep going here for a while. Keep building those coals on top of them. So I'm going to go ahead and police up my items here and get my, I got a light that goes on my hat, so I'm going to go ahead and pull that out because it's going to be dark here in about, probably about a good 30, 40 minutes, so stay tuned. You probably see how I have the earthen reflector in the back mounded up. I just kind of dug out a little pit and around the back and then just mounted everything up here and kind of patted it down with my hands. So kind of an easy way to make a fire reflector, and it works. It's bouncing a lot of heat in this direction. Alright, it's been, the Mickeys have been on there almost 25 minutes, so they're still hard. I'm going to dice up this allium trichitrum that I harvested about a month and a half ago. That is wild garlic. They call it three-corner garlic, three-corner onion, three-corner leek. It'll answer to all three names, so I'm going to dice that up, and that's going to go on my steak. And as soon as that fire burns down, I'm going to go ahead and get the steak going. I'll probably just eat the steak before the Mickeys are ready. They're going to be a while, so, well, actually, by the time that burns down and the steak comes off the coals, the Mickeys should be about done. So I'll just heat the steak first while the potatoes are cooling down. All chopped up and ready for the steak. And I think I'll throw the steak on there pretty quick. All right, it's getting dark enough. I've got the headlamp on. Go ahead and sear this on the flames. Oh yeah. It's gonna be a pretty nice meal. Potatoes are starting to get a little soft. I guess we have to call them Mickeys since that's what we're doing with them tonight. I'm going to stab it and see. Actually, that's soft. Stick it over here on the rocks so it doesn't get the dirt. That didn't take long at all. About 30 minutes. Of course, these aren't very big neither. They're pretty this one is still hard. This being a cooler spot. So we'll just put that dude right over here and bury him up in some coals. Ooh, man. It's hot. steak will probably take about 15-20 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and cut the film here. Since this is an extended stay, I'm not going to stay right on it like a tutorial. Stay tuned. Alright, dinner's finally done. To stoke the fire back up here. This is a downed oak, small oak, log oak back over the way there, and I cut a lot of it up here. So I'm burning oak and manzanita primarily. Alright, so what we have here is steak came out nice. And I've got that chopped garlic on it. And the Mickeys right over here. The outside you can't eat, it's charred, but the inside is just like a baked potato. I'm going to go ahead and enjoy a meal here. I haven't ate since this morning. Oh, fire feels good. Turn this headlamp off so I'm not blinding you guys here. Yeah, it's just like a baked potato on the inside. Darkness sure came on fast. I was hoping to get all this done before sunset, but it didn't work that way. I got involved in some other things. Time got away from me. After I eat, I'm going to relax here, enjoy the fire up until about probably 10:30. Probably 10:30. I'll turn in and I'll come back and fade back in and film getting the nest here ready for the night. I'm going to kick this headlamp back on so I can see what I'm doing here with this steak. Oh yeah. Oh, that's good. tender and juicy. I'll probably pull another overnighter in probably April. I'm thinking. I have a Russian military tent hammock, Special Forces tent hammock, and I'll probably, when I do the next overnighter, I'll bring that along. Pull an overnighter in it. Truck is parked up the hill. About 60 yards away. I just heard my car alarm beep like I armed it. I didn't push, as far as I know, I didn't push any buttons. It has a pager with a 1 mile range. Lets me know if anybody's around it. This steak is really good. Unbelievably so. I'll go ahead and finish my meal. I don't want to bore the heck out of you guys. And I'll bounce back a little bit later on covering this so I'm not blinding everybody. I'll bounce back in a little while. Stay tuned. And there's one of the sweet potatoes. Cooked very nice, still moist. Very moist on the inside. Get a load of this thing, guys. It's behind the trees. I'm sitting there by the campfire and all of a sudden I see this light. Where the hell did it go? It's moving around up there, man. And then it gets bright and dim. Where the hell did it go? I got a lot of tree canopy here. What the heck is that? Try and move over here where I can get it better. Where'd it go? There it is. Man, that thing's like totally bizarre. What the hell is that? Whoa. I could bust my ass out here in the dark. It's coming this way. Oh, here we go. Come on, camera, focus. All right, I think it's time to ready the nest. I'm tired. I think I'm gonna turn in. Well, a little after 3 a.m. and the temperature has really nosedived. I just did a, this is just a wool blanket, single wool blanket overnighter, and I woke up pretty cold. So I'm rekindling the coals here. There's still live coals underneath. So let me get a fire going. I'm not shivering, but I'm not at stage 1 hypothermia. But I could be pretty quick if I don't address this. So I woke up and I laid there for a bit and I go, oh, it's a lot colder than they said it was going to be. And there's a little bit of a breeze kicking up too. And the shelter's not windproof. It's pretty drafty. So I thought I'd include you guys right on the beginning of this. That's okay, we're got live coals down underneath, so and we've got fire. I slept all right for the most part. Doing okay until I woke up and realized it was chilly. Alright, get a good fire going here. Warm things back up. There's a little bit of breeze kicking up out here now. It's going to start getting east is that way. It's going to start getting light over there in a little bit. I already hiked up and checked the truck. Truck's secure. It's quiet out here. Sorry about the herky-jerky camera movement here. Spinning you guys around over here on the other side. There's home sweet home for the night. I got my vest hanging up there. Never did put it on. I've got my hoodie on. And my core is staying pretty warm as my legs that were chilling out on me. I'm going to warm things up out here. This manzanita burns hot, real hot. Oh yeah, that feels good. big piece of these big pieces of oak in here. It was burning last night. Some of these bigger pieces lit back up here. Oh yeah, that feels good. We have a good bed of live coals down underneath the ash. I blew on it, seen the glow. Wasn't a lot at first, and as I blew it spread into the rest of the coals, and so I threw the little stuff on there, and oh yeah, immediately warmed up this whole area here. Warmed it up nice. At this point I gotta back up a little bit. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and warm up, and then in a while we're going to get some acorn cereal, hot acorn cereal kicking off, so stay tuned. Well, toasty warm here again. Yeah, I woke up and it turned in about 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. and woke up about 3, and my legs are pretty cold. A little bit of a breeze started kicking up. It's not bad, but it's just enough to convect that body heat away. It's colder than they said it was going to be. It was actually warm all through the evening, real warm, and when I went to bed it was still pretty warm, so it just started dropping off. There's a storm coming in tonight, and not a big one, but the temps are supposed to drop off. It's nice and warm out here. That earthen reflector is really kicking a lot of heat this way. I'm actually nice and warm. I had to move back a little bit. My pant legs were getting pretty hot. But sitting here watching the sky slowly getting brighter over here in the east. So I'll wait until daylight, and we'll get some breakfast going and get ready to break camp. So in the meantime, I'm just going to kind of kick back here. I typically only get about, I sleep usually 6-7 hours a night. I'm not a big sleeper, and that's generally the amount of sleep that I run on, so I'm pretty close to my quota. I'm probably not going to try and go back to sleep, so I'll just go ahead and I'm going to wait till daylight, and we'll go ahead and get some breakfast going here in a little bit. So I'll be back. There's Venus. It's blinking in and out because I'm in a thick forest canopy here. Real super bright. It's shining through a lot of branches. Should see the sky. The sky will start getting bright here pretty soon. It's really super bright up here. That's a good shot right there. And on the other side, in the western sky, we have the full moon. been bright, lighting the forest up all night. It was so bright out here you could almost read a book by it. Yep, there's daybreak. Sun will be up shortly. I put my ground pad over here next to the fire. It was so cozy I wound up passing out there, and I snapped awake a while ago and the fire had burned down to embers. It was very nice and warm, and I'm toasty right now. So anywho, just waiting for the light to come on and get some breakfast going, and then once that's out of the way, get ready to get all this packed up and break camp. Alright, gonna get a couple eggs going here. These go right down on the coals. Ooh, it's hot. These will take about 30 minutes. Whew, it's hot. Well, one is finished. Got it over here on the rock cooling. You know these are done when you can take a twig, shove it down in the hole that you made. Now this one's not quite ready yet. It's almost there. And you push it down in there, and you pull it out, and it lifts the egg up out of the coals. It's finished. This one's pretty close. Another minute probably. Now the sun's coming up. I'm going to have a couple eggs and pack up and head on back. We'll get cleaned up, and I've got to go pay some bills and go grocery shopping. See if this is done here. Just like that. Knock the coals off. Stick those over there and let them cool for a bit. Crack them and eat them. Alright, go ahead and grab these eggs here. It came out pretty good. Go ahead and wolf these down and break camp and head on out. Well, this was a fun one. I hope all of you enjoyed this episode as much as I did making it. Please like, subscribe, and share. I hope all of you are having an outstanding day or night, depending on where you're located, and I will see all of you very soon on the next one. Everybody take care. Bye-bye.